Okay. I know you've read or heard about that game, movie, or comic, blah, blah, but you haven't heard it from us. So chill, relax, let us talk all about it before you log off.
The thirst is absolutely real, everybody. I am Sir Aaron Carter, and you are listening to Before You Log Off, and I am here with the internationally known Steven Gutierrez.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
And I'm here, of course, with the man of a million memes, Jerry. It's a podcast, Jerry, so usually...
Oh, hi.
There you go. There
I was waving.
you go. Yes, he was waving, everybody.
Honestly, I thought he muted himself.
Nah, you can tell he was miming the whole time. You can tell he was miming the whole time.
Yeah.
Whoa, now you're voguing.
Whoa,
Now you're
All
voguing.
right,
Whoa,
all
whoa,
right.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
And people on the podcast can't see you do that because you forget that this is an audio podcast. If they want to
even
see
more
us,
reason to check out our Twitch.
Exactly. Twitch.tv/before you log off is the URL for you to come gross every Friday.
Wow, why'd you pause and say gross? What?
You waited on that too long.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
found that one.
First of all, it's neither here nor there. Anyway, everybody, Toughest Stones Rachel is taking a hiatus for a second. She'll be back tougher and stronger than she was before. But right now, it's another boys' night in, and we just watched some more testosterone-driven Falcon and Winter Soldier, Suicide Squad trailer, and we got a new God and Smite that might be teased and announced. Right?
Ooh.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah, maybe.
How
Who
titillating.
knows?
That's disgusting. Don't use that word.
Yeah, don't say that, man.
Don't say who.
Yes,
Mhm.
who? So let's start. I guess we'll start from the lowest for what people want to hear us about, and then the longest. So Smite, it's their birthday, as well as Jerry's birthday tomorrow. Actually, if you're listening to this today,
Wow.
happy 39th birthday, Jerry.
Wow.
Yeah, you old
Wow.
bastard.
Is it tomorrow, though? What does your phone say? Everybody's birthday is on.
Well,
August
everybody's birthday is in
16th?
August. Yes. But hey, it's called birthday day. That means everybody's
Just
birthday.
clump everybody's birthday together.
Why not? Why not?
Super birthday. Get them all out.
It saves
Yeah.
money if you think about it. If you got a big
Wow.
family, this is for the people with a huge family. This is for people with a lot of friends, or, you know, if you just know a lot of people and you have to try to remember every single one of their birthdays, and you're like, I don't want to do all that. That's too much work putting them all into the calendar and all that stuff. No, make birthday day. You decide the day, no matter what day it is in the year, and be like, your day is this day for everybody.
Sounds lazy to me.
Or it sounds smart. You go
No,
around.
it sounds lazy.
Think about it.
Sounds like a piece of shit person would use this.
Yeah.
And then
Think about
too
it.
lazy. You too lazy to remember your mama's birthday?
If
I
you,
remember.
if you,
One year, I got a text out of the blue in the middle of like summertime. My birthday's in March, and then this was like August or something later, way later on. It's like, hey, happy birthday, dude. I was like,
yeah,
the fuck?
yeah.
What is that?
What is
Now-
that?
Now think
What
about
is
it.
that?
How special did you feel that somebody
No, I feel
remembered-
insulted.
remembered your birthday? Remembered
That
your
is
birthday
terrible.
on that day. Birthday
and then,
day, everybody.
you were like, man, you have the same birthday as somebody else I know. And
All 7 of
and
these
also-
people.
terrible. Crazy.
I'm telling you, if one of your friends randomly just gave you a gift on the day that you weren't even thinking about, it's like happy birthday day, I guarantee you would enjoy that.
I would have just told you to go to hell.
Try it at home, people. I'm not going to say it. Try it at home, whatever.
Terrible.
But again,
So
happy
the
birthday
rest of the
to,
year- Just forget everybody's birthday.
no,
the
yeah,
rest
but
of the
that
year.
one day of the year, everybody's birthday is celebrated. Happy birthday day.
By one person.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
That's-
exactly. Don't ruin
Terrible.
birthday day for people, all right? Everybody likes birthday day, all right? It's a thing.
No, it's not. It's not. You're just a piece of shit. That's all.
So as I was saying before, Smite's birthday falls right in the same day as Jerry's birthday, which is crazy.
I know. Coincidence, huh?
Yeah.
Coincidence.
And they teased a new god on their Instagram, was it? I think it was.
Coincidence, huh? I like to tease a little.
All right, that's
All
disgusting.
right. And that's why you're not in Smite. That's
Yeah, exactly.
why.
Exactly why you're not in Smite now.
The
But
god of pervert.
I am the majority shareholder of Smite. How dare you?
that's terrible.
At this point, I believe it. I actually believe it.
What did they post? Because you sent it to us earlier. It was a little teaser. Showed like a stone.
It's like a rune stone, and it had the hashtag of King of Ukuk. I don't want to say that.
I don't think that's. I don't think that was. It's the King of Uruk.
Uruk?
Yes.
So
You know, he's a Ukuk.
no,
Yeah,
I don't.
Ukuk?
I don't think that's what he was saying. But I quick Googled it because I didn't know what that meant at all. And clearly it was Gilgamesh. So if anybody's familiar with with Gilgamesh, because
usually they don't really like drop it this easy to figure it out at the beginning.
Yeah.
They kind of spoiled it though, because with their Tiamat trailer, they showed the character.
Did they show him in that?
Yeah, they showed Gilgamesh.
At the very beginning, when they're slowly like pushing it out before a trailer or any announcement comes out, they like tease it a little.
Yeah, so you don't like really know who it is.
I remember Baba Yaga. It was just like a forest, dark forest, and nobody knew what the heck is going on with that.
So they clearly just want you to know who this is. They clearly want you to get hyped for it. But when
Lord Gilgamesh.
Quickest lore is he was a part of a poem, Mesopotamian. Yeah, I don't know if he's the first.
He's like one of the first hero gods, or like.
I know he was in one of the Final Fantasies. That's all.
I think.
Wow, he's in an anime too, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I think he's in. Oh God, what the hell is that anime?
It's Gilgamesh, the anime. Everybody knows that.
It's the one with like the archer. Ooh, that's gonna kill me. Fate? Is it Fate Zero?
Never seen it.
I think
never seen it.
That's it's like there's a bunch of like gods and heroes that fight against each other. I really don't know the concept, to be honest.
So who are we thinking? What role are we playing? Tank? Mage, assassin. What was he? What is he?
I think he's gonna be a hero. Or
a hero. Okay.
A warrior.
Yeah. All right.
There you go.
Yeah.
There we go. A warrior.
Yeah. Nah. He's gonna be a warrior. It's too easy. That's why I don't like it, because I feel like we got shafted on the whatchamacallit.
The tank.
The tanks. Yeah. That's why I don't like it.
What's the last good tank they had? Was Yamoja or what?
Yamoja was probably the last good tank, but they just haven't done any new things. She was more kind of like a healer too, though,
which is nice, but
she was the support. That's just the way.
Nah, I need some more.
You like the attack tanks.
I need more crowd control. I need more crowd control tanks. That's what I need.
Yamoja stunned, and she had her fucking ult was the
Cthulhu has a stun.
Cthulhu has one stun. That's it. I'm talking about Kumba level stuns. That's what I'm talking about. Kumba level stuns.
Where every button you press is a stun.
Exactly. Sleeps, some roots. I need all that stuff.
Some knockups.
Yeah, because look, Ardeo was the same thing. She has, roots, and she has stuns as well. So that's the bar for me. Warriors, whatever.
What about the ultimate stun tank? Ymir with his freeze. I mean,
because of his
7-year-long
freeze. Yes.
Yeah, they're stunned. They're stunned for half the game. So, I mean, you're welcome.
It'll be no release date for Gilgamesh right now. So, you can always go to Smite data mining to look up a little bit more.
And on the roadmap, probably in May, like second week of May.
That's far.
That's hecka far.
I don't think it's gonna be that long.
Well, you think it's almost April, so it's gonna get like a few more weeks.
I'd say like in between April 10th and April 20th.
Nah, that's too soon to me.
That's
'cause
perfect timing.
They gotta release like a teaser, then the trailer the next week, and then the big update before the patch, and then like it's like weeks planning. So
When
like,
when did Tiamat come out? She just came out in like what
January.
January. So we've been
They
2
announced-
months without something then.
She might
I
have.
mean,
No, Dan Zaburo is January.
oh yeah, that's forgot about Don
Dan
Zaburo.
Zaburo was this year?
No, he was December, right?
Well, you can tell we're avid Smite fans
Yeah.
that pay
Well, we
close
just-
attention to everything.
We just
Have
play.
terrible memories. That's what it
Yes.
is.
Anyway, you'll look out for him. You can watch it because we're going to be playing more Smite, especially this weekend since it's ×3.
Dan Zaburo came out December 15th.
Okay, so then Tiamat was next, right?
Yep.
January or February?
Let's see.
I want to
Tiamat.
say February.
February 23rd.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say
Black
May.
History Month. All right.
I don't think it's gonna be May, man.
I don't think it's going to be May.
I think it's gonna be next month.
I think
like
it's April
mid-
something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's April.
All right,
Like,
I'm gonna just say April 1st.
go ahead.
Okay, that's definitely
There
not
you
going to happen.
Everybody knows that's the Manticore.
Yeah.
It comes out April 1st.
Wow.
Yeah, so we just gotta sit and wait because who knows when that will actually ever come out. So, but we did get some solid release date action on the Suicide Squad, everybody, aka Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Ooh.
The trailer came out today as of Friday, the 26th. James Gunn directing the newest Suicide Squad, which isn't a reboot or anything. It's
I call
actually
him Jimmy Gunn.
okay. All right, because you're friends with him like that.
Yeah, we're that close. You know?
You're that cool.
Yeah.
So not a reboot, gonna be a sequel. Takes place after Justice League movie, I think.
Which one?
So they've already said Zack Snyder's is not the canon one.
What?
Yeah, they just said that's just, you just got that. You just have it out. That's just yours to look and see.
Okay, good. Because then, like, it throws everything else out of whack.
Exactly. So if
So
you
it
haven't
makes
seen the
sense.
Zack,
What are you doing, man?
they can't. I mean, there was too much story wise included, I will say, that changed what's already been out in this thing. So Martian Manhunter being there, of course, is the gigantic one. Darkseid being into the movie, that's another gigantic one. They can't go back and be like, oh, all that stuff actually happened. But if you didn't see it in the theater and you saw it on, HBO Max, if you don't have HBO Max, but you saw it in the theater, sorry, they're not going to do that. So
Like Joker and Deathstroke, there.
yeah, all that stuff, the future thing, it was bad.
It's fine. It's like we said last show. It's basically the same movie. So
Yeah, if you want to go back and listen to the last episode, that then you can for sure do that.
It's like playing like a Fallout game, then years later buying the Game of the Year edition, just having extras added.
Exactly. That's actually probably an apt description of how the Zack Snyder cut is. But we're talking about Suicide Squad. So we got a couple of new characters. Actually, got a bunch of new characters. So
Yeah, we get a glimpse of King Shark. I'm excited for
King Shark, who's going to be voiced by Sylvester Stallone.
no, is it really?
Yeah, dude. Go look it up right now if you don't believe me. Look it up right now. That's the big
Adrian.
That's terrible.
That's funny.
You really can't tell in the movie or in the trailer because he only says like 4 things.
Yeah, he doesn't really speak. I was hoping they would get Ron Funches back.
Yes.
Because that would have been just hilarious. Because it would have been a little nod to the Harley show.
But I don't think they're going to give him the same type of personality as they did in the show. I think they're just going to make him like a Groot type of character where he says a few words.
I can see that. I
guess it is Sylvester. Wow.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone, sir. Mind blown. There you go. There you go. They got a bunch of other characters that they didn't really show too much of, so I know for sure they're going to die.
Not Polka Dot Man.
Like Pete Davidson.
Pete
Gone.
Davidson's dead. He's gone. You
He's-
might as well.
First one shot right off the plane.
It's like Boomerang from the first one.
Margot Robbie's
Well, no,
character
not-
will
not
survive
Boomerang.
till the end.
Oh yeah.
Idris Elba's character will survive, and I'm gonna guess die at the end. Just
John
guessing.
Cena.
John Cena has already been scheduled to do a TV series about his character Peacemaker.
But isn't that supposed to be a prequel?
It says it's gonna just. I don't know if it's a prequel. They say they're gonna tell you his origin story, but it could just be like, well, we're gonna tell you his origin story within this story as well.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. So that's still a coin tosser if he's gonna, if he's safe or not. Nathan Fillion is dead. His character,
he's just a nice cameo that
Yeah.
we'll get,
and then he's gone. So
and then he's gone. Yeah.
Michael Rooker's character dead.
Damn. He
yeah,
always died.
He's gonna be dead. Peter Capaldi's the Thinker, gone. He's gonna be dead. That's.
It seemed like the story kind of revolves around him.
I think so. I
Because of
don't.
that
I mean,
scene.
yeah, like he may have some information or something like that, or he may have came up with a plan or something. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it was pretty funny. Like it was a nice little. You could tell Gunn's directorial joie de vivre or whatever, because it seemed like a Guardians of the Galaxy type of trailer.
Yeah.
It was a better trailer than the Justice League trailer.
Oh, for
And
sure.
I say that because like the music was good,
Mhm.
and I've never even heard that song. But like I was like, all right, this fits. Like it fits the characters, the overall feel for the
You didn't like the slow Hallelujah song?
no, like that was a terrible choice. It's a terrible choice. And then
Wow.
yes, but I don't know, like something about this trailer, it got me excited for it, which was
It
a little
looks
weird.
fun. It looks like entertaining. I'll give it a watch.
R-rated. Oh,
Nah,
we're
that's
we're
what I
getting some
like.
actual blood and gore. King Shark eats a guy, like
Yeah.
quickly.
Like ooh, food. Oh,
Yeah.
I can just scarfs them down. You
I
got
don't
a
know what-
giant Patrick Star
So-
out of nowhere.
That's Starro. That's an interesting choice for them to choose into this one, because Starro, in my opinion, is a massive villain in DC if played right. He has incredible psychic power, if not like one of the strongest psychics in the DC
Starfish?
universe. Yes, dude. He's a
I thought that was just like a
huge-
random.
No.
When they said there's a kaiju thing coming out,
Yeah, he's the very first villain that the Justice League ever faced. Like,
Huh.
but he's massive. He
Not
can
in the movie.
he can like make these spores of himself to control other people, that like wrap themselves around your face and everything like that. He's massive.
You make
he's like a
space
Cthulhu.
huggers.
Yeah, he makes face huggers. Yes, that's why I'm
Is this
like,
an Aquaman villain.
no. He's like an intergalactic type of thing. Like it's
Oh,
not.
intergalactic starfish.
Yeah,
Nice.
like he's a big threat. So I'm like, this is strange that you would give him to the
Should have
B
been
team.
David Bowie. But that's what makes it perfect, because like you got this like crazy level
but
threat
it's a huge cast of people though. So
and these whack jobs that are just gotta handle it. Just like they're the underdogs now, and that's the Guardians' whole thing was like you're rooting for these underdogs, these misfit characters, and it delivers the same thing, and I think that's why this looks more appealing to me than said Justice League and stuff like that.
oh man, when they're gonna bring Poison Ivy in there?
She's never coming in there.
Come on.
She's never
She's overdue for a redemption.
in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
They'll probably bring her in whenever they reboot the whole universe with Flashpoint. Just got to give her,
No,
Some
they'll
time.
throw Leto in
With
there.
Ezra's weird run.
uh,
Oh, his arm flinging,
Yeah,
fucking throwing frisbees.
I really hope they Just like once he runs all the way back, he just runs so fast that they recast him. It's like, oh man, he's just speed forced into a whole different person. It's what is this, Grant Gustafson?
We just took his script away from him.
That's how fast he ran.
He didn't even read the script.
Like, oh man, geez. Yeah. I don't know. This movie looks like it's gonna be good. I'll watch it. It's gonna be on freaking HBO. So,
yeah. When is that too? Like, when is it supposed
next
to come?
month? I think, right?
yeah, I thought it was next month.
Was it April 13th or August 13th? One of the
same time. August 6th, actually. August 6th, it says. So we still got some time. You got some time. It's a summer movie.
HBO. That's still
yeah.
Max, good.
Yeah. So
I got HBO for free if you got AT&T. Boom.
Well, with a plug.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Like, sponsor us. Sponsors AT&T.
Sponsored by AT&T.
But it'll be interesting to see how they play off of it, since it's not going to be really too much of a connected world anymore. It's going to be interesting to see if they actually make a lot of references towards other events that happen in the DC universe. So, like
Green Lantern.
Yeah, nobody mentions Green Lantern. And then let's move on to the one that's the bigger one. Marvel, everybody. That's what everybody's talking about.
Marvel.
That's what everybody wants.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, episode 2, entitled called The Star Spangled Man. That's what the name of the episode was. And
we're going spoilers, right?
We're going full blown spoilers,
okay,
everybody.
So
full blown, huh?
For the people in the chat or listening, if you haven't watched episode 2,
what's wrong?
You might want to pause it and come back later because we're about to get into spoiler territory.
And if you're listening on podcast, skip forward 2 minutes ahead.
No,
that's terrible.
Just pause it, watch it, come back.
So I'm gonna go with Jerry first because he literally just finished watching the episode.
Yeah.
So your initial thoughts on the episode 2?
It's something's happening. Something's happening.
Very astute. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I have to say.
You know,
I don't know, man.
There's blades.
They gave a lot of like body and character to this, like, what's his name? John Walter?
Oh, Walker.
I
think
Walker.
Yeah, Texas Ranger.
The guy that we thought he was the Dollar Tree Captain America, which he still is because he's not a super. He's not a super soldier. I mean, he's just a guy.
But what's interesting, because I think Steve and I were talking about it as well, about the shield throw in the beginning when they're showing him practice with it.
Yeah,
he's tossing it like he's got super strength. But I mean, the thing is light. I understand it's lightweight, but still, when you toss it like that, is it really just bouncing around and ricocheting back to you automatically?
When he was throwing it to people on the top of that truck, and I was like, that's pretty impressive. And then he caught his partner throwing it under him so he could slide.
That was actually really smooth.
That was dope. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. When I saw that, I was like, all right, you're showing off now, buddy.
Yeah, he's Captain America. He cares about his sidekick. That's what he does. Cares about his quote unquote wingman.
Battlestar Galactica.
If that guy doesn't get shot in the leg one time in this episode,
he almost got choked out to death. And Kirkland Cap had to pull out his gun and shoot somebody.
So to set it all up,
he did pop somebody on.
He shot somebody on top of that truck.
I was like, nice.
From episode 1, with the intel that they got on the flag smashers, Falcon goes after them. Basically, he gets more tip on like kind of where they're going to be. Bucky joins in, and just automatically has a suit. Didn't show up to the hangar with the suit.
Yeah, it
didn't look like a suit. It just looked like a leather jacket.
Okay, you tell me where you find that leather jacket in stores that he just had.
The fit people store, Aaron.
But he jumps out of the airplane, lands on the ground, tough. I like their banter back and forth when he's like, I got all that on camera. The three major things is good. Nope, that's a good line.
Okay, so a coworker of mine was telling me that he thought the jokes were a little bit off.
What?
Like the chemistry?
No.
What?
No.
And I was like,
See,
I was like,
there was good banter on there.
yeah, no, I think the same thing. Like, it was good banter, it was good back and forth, but I was like, maybe it's like because they're not on the same like buddy level. Because Marvel's the type that would, in their writing, their writers would like do some shit where because they're not necessarily like the best of friends, their chemistry with jokes and going back and forth isn't quite there.
Yeah,
But
you got to build it.
I was still like fine with the way they talk to each other.
Yeah.
It was great. And then I was
Yeah.
like, so maybe that's a thing, like where they're just, as you see the show progress, their chemistry with their jokes going back and forth, the little quips and stuff is going to get even better.
Oh yeah, hands down. I think you got to build up the friendship. You got to think in all the other movies, they weren't like they were the best friends. They were literally thrown into war after war,
Yeah, they were
basically.
just there together.
Yeah.
And then they had that third friend who was like
the link
them
between
together.
two. Yeah, exactly.
It was their glue.
And if you guys at home think about that, don't act like you guys don't have that one friend that links somebody together. And if they weren't there, you wouldn't be. You'd be sitting next to them like, so what do we talk about?
Yeah.
You know, George is
let's
not
say
here.
A friend that invites you to their house, and then another friend of theirs, and they go to the bathroom, and you're just sitting there with the other friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
you like
Said weather, huh?
you like sitting down, huh? This is just awkward.
Yes. Yeah, so let them build up that relationship. I think
I
they're
mean,
doing
they
a
already
good
went
job.
for marriage counseling.
Yeah,
Which was hilarious.
I laughed. I actually laughed out loud at that scene. Whenever they were like, "All right, you got to lie," he's like, "You want to get close? Okay, we're getting closer." Then. And then he started pulling them
Said
in.
we're in a winter lock now.
I swear they were Nita balls.
He said, "This is what you wanted, right? This is what you wanted." Yeah, no, I think their chemistry is fine.
That's some straight up passive aggressive shit right there. And that's probably something I would do.
That's
Like,
awesome.
that's the real shit. Oh man, that's hilarious. The doctor though in that scene, that actress, I've seen her in other stuff and I can't put my finger on it, but I don't know. She's fucking hilarious to me because she's like the no nonsense, like get your shit together, boys.
Yeah, and she's ex-military as well. Like, she said she went on some missions with the new Captain America. So, she knows her stuff about military, I guess. But to go back to him in the beginning, they show Walker, kind of taking it all in as being the new Captain America. He's about to be introduced to the fans at his high school, like gathering or whatever. But his wife comes in, or girlfriend or whoever. I don't know if they I'm gonna say
significant
wife.
other.
Yeah, they look like they were very, very close, since high school, because she talks about how she used to sneak into the locker room to see him before games and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
So if you don't know anything about his character, in the comic books, his parents die. They get assassinated when he becomes Captain America. They get killed. And
like
that
Batman.
that has him turn up the aggressiveness as being Captain America. Like he really goes hard, then. I'm going to just take people out, right? I think she might be the casualty.
She's gonna be the catalyst.
I think she might, because first of all, they showed the connection between them, right? They're close. They had their own little handshake where they, did that thing. Right now in this episode, he still seems kind of like the good soldier, right?
But he's got that intensity that can be
turned up if something bad, one bad day,
the stay out of my way.
Yeah, when he said that, you could tell like he flipped a little, like, you know what? If you're not gonna help me, stay out of my way.
But it can be. Rhodey said that at one point too. Basically, if you're not on the U.S. government side, you're in the way. Basically, this is his job, right? So and we see Falcon and Winter Soldier as the heroes. That's what us as fans are coming in. We know them the heroes. They're the good guys. We know they're the good guys. If is more aggressive and he's more the actual soldier type of thing. You see him shooting people, you know, albeit in the shoulder and to save his friends. But like Cap hadn't used a gun since World War II, you know?
Yeah.
So once he got out the ice, he wasn't using, you know, pistols all the time like he used to. It was all shield. So
but he used that gun to shoot I was gonna say foreigners, but they are in Germany.
Wow.
terrible. Yes, they.
So,
Foreigners in their own country.
yeah, he was a foreigner shooting.
But I
the
think they're gonna mimic something like that. I think she might be collateral damage to him being Captain America, and that's what gets him to turn it up like a notch on being Captain America. And then because he's
gonna get some of that serum in him, or
I think
to be fully Captain.
I think his partner will, and that'll drive him to get it too. Because I think his partner will be like, we can't keep up with these super soldiers. I almost got beat up. You know, I almost got killed.
Out.
Yeah.
Luckily, I found these needles laying around. It's a good idea.
So the vaccine.
So I think things around the quote unquote new Captain America are just going to turn him to, you know, to turn him, because we still need that kind of villain-esque type of thing.
Yeah,
I think we don't have that.
What do you think Zemo's gonna play out
I
in
think
this?
that's gonna be Zemo.
Honestly, I know.
Think about it. Like, if you have Zemo kill the current Cap's fiance or whatever she is, right? It flips him, because that's the type of psychological mind games he plays.
Yeah, but
would change him against his people.
Zemo never. I don't think Zemo ever killed an innocent person, did he? The first person he killed was an ex-Hydra person.
Translator.
I thought he was an ex-Hydra person.
No. The guy that he posed to get to Bucky, who was just the therapist, he murdered him in the hotel, and then he took his place. That wasn't a Hydra person. If anything, that was a Shield agent. But I think they just, if I remember correctly, it was just like he was supposed to be the therapist to get through to Bucky or try to talk to Bucky.
If he was a Shield agent, I think that's a little different. You know the risks of the risks of the job. All right. Yeah. You're
fighting. He also blew up a building to kill a bunch of politicians.
Also true.
So
sometimes you got to.
Yeah.
You got it.
He did that stuff to get to two people. Well, I guess three technically, because he got Iron Man, Winter Soldier to fight each other, and Cap in the middle of it.
Those were all against maybe like enhanced people. This Captain America is just a regular dude. So I think if he gets the drugs first or whatever, if he gets enhancements, I could see Zemo being like, yeah, no, we're making too many of these superheroes again. So we got to get rid of this guy now.
I have another theory. Maybe this Captain America dies, because I remember in the trailer, Falcon had the shield and he was playing Frisbee with it or something like.
Yeah, he was practicing.
We haven't seen that scene yet, so maybe like.
But that could also be like rounding out the show.
Yeah, that could be the end.
You know what I mean? That could be one of those moments.
I hate trailers where they show the endings.
Bucky already wanted to steal the shield.
Like, because he's totally against him even having it.
Yeah, like he wasn't giving him no room for like maybe this guy could even be a good replacement. And Falcon kind of seemed like, when they were in the truck, he kind of seemed like maybe on a small chance you might, until he went and said that last line of, if I had Captain America's wingman on my side, and then he was like, yeah, nah, bro, sorry, nah. We were partners. This isn't the
Bucky becoming a White Panther.
Yeah, he's the White Wolf, man.
The White
Wolf.
That's a good name. It's a good.
So what about that old black super soldier that Bucky kept a secret for a long time?
That character got me extremely hyped when I saw that character.
I mean, he threw that tin thing to the wall, and it's like, oh shoot. So
for anybody that doesn't know, they showed what is it? Isaiah Bradley.
Hmm.
Isaiah Bradley. Yeah, it's Isaiah Bradley.
Black Captain America.
So in the comic books, here's how the kind of thing went down. Captain America became Captain America, Steve Rogers. They killed the guy who made the serum. Cap goes on ice, right? The government was like, that worked. We need to try to make another one. The guy who made it's not around. Let's experiment with some stuff, right? Who can we experiment? We got 300 black soldiers here. Let's do it on that. So they take 300 black soldiers. They start to experiment on them. One survives. His name is Isaiah Bradley.
It sounds like something that happens in real life, like a conspiracy.
Yeah, that's the Tuskegee experiments, right?
All right, now it's a conspiracy talk.
It's basically the same thing, yes. They send him on a suicide mission. And he's got like the same, the same skills, basically, same strength and all that type of stuff. I think maybe a little less because his formula wasn't as perfect as Captain America's type of thing. But he still has that same type of reputation of like, oh crap, this dude is
he's stronger than a normal person.
Yes. Exactly. They said he can lift like 800 pounds, no problem type of situation. So
his punch is as strong as his kicks.
Yes, he's kick puncher.
Yes.
So he goes on a suicide mission, and I believe gets caught. But he was wearing the Captain America uniform. I think he takes the Captain America uniform. I may be like a little off on the small details, but one way or another, that's why the government throws him in jail, because he's out being seen as a representative of our country when it was supposed to be a suicide squad type of mission. If you get caught, we devour any knowledge of you,
He only got 30 years for that. That's what he said.
In the show,
30 years,
yeah, exactly. Exactly. In the comic books, he gets 17 years, and his wife eventually pleads him out, gets him out of jail. But the super soldier serum takes effect on his brain and kind of deteriorates him.
Oh yeah, in the show, he seemed like you saw his crazy eye. Like, get out of my house.
Well, he explained why he has that fucking crazy eye. They're doing more experiments on him.
Yeah, they did more. Yeah, like taking when he was incarcerated. Yeah.
But I was hyped to see his character because in the comic books, he's kind of like a grandfather hero to a lot of them. Like in the comic books, he's still around. He was at Black Panther's wedding. He's been in a bunch of other things. Like all the heroes kind of look up to him. He's met Steve Rogers when he was still Captain America. Like when the world gets exposed to his actual story in the comic books, everybody's like, "Oh, this is the OG. This is the,
You think he's gonna make a reappearance, and what is he gonna do?
Well, in the comic books, he doesn't become a hero again. He's just an old guy, and the serum took its toll on him. Like that was it. They just recognize, just give him his, recognition. So I don't see that, but his family goes on to do stuff. Like his son becomes a hero, and then of course his grandson Eli becomes part of the Young Avengers. He becomes Patriot. That's the one that answered the door. Yes, they have him listed in IMDb as Eli Bradley. So he is going to be, if they ever go forward, which why introduce the character if you're not going to go forward with the Young Avengers?
He has super strength and stuff too.
He was in the comic books. I think it was a thing where he was shooting up, taking like an experimental drug to give him superpowers, and the team found out, and there was a big controversy. I think he stops or something. And then he gets beat almost to death, and his grandfather has to give him a blood transfusion. Superpowers, there you get it right there. So that's how he kind of boosts up a little.
I would just nix that and just go with it's in his bloodline. Like that's just do that. Yeah. Just because it's the same concept of getting the transfusion.
Or remember in that Hulk movie, some of his blood fell into that drink.
Just wanted to fall into his soda real quick one day.
He took a sip after his grandpa took a sip of something.
But I was hyped. Like you showed two characters canon in the comic books that hint to a larger thing, because it's like, you know, now the super soldier experiments never stopped. So you got a bunch of super soldier experiments that went on. You have the Weapon X project that could stem from that as well, which of course leads into Wolverine and all the, you know, the Weapon X people.
They also go ahead, finish your thought. Sorry.
No. I was just gonna say they introduced, of course, Eli, and they've been slowly introducing these young Avengers throughout the different things. We had Wiccan and Speed or whatever from
sprinkling them around.
Exactly, from WandaVision. So you know they're gonna come back eventually. So yeah, like
that guy from episode 1.
What guy from?
The other Falcon, Torres.
Yeah,
Torres. Like, so yeah, they're building up a new team here of people that I feel will pay off in the next coming years. But yeah, there's other stuff. What were we gonna say, Steven?
I was gonna say, like, his origins, Isaiah's origins, like them hiding him, the government hiding his existence, and like almost penalizing him because he was a black man. I instantly went to like the Blue Marvel's origin story.
Yeah.
And I was like, you could totally do this now, because it's like, it makes sense that the government would do this to a superhero black man, that he wouldn't be the only one. You know what I mean? There's
like,
probably
who else are they hiding? Yeah.
that they're hiding. And so that opens up a whole avenue of like heroes that could have been suppressed. You know what I mean? Heroes of color and just different types.
Geriatric heroes.
I actually wish they did a flashback for the second half of the episode of him
telling his story,
not just telling his story, but him versus Bucky.
Oh yeah, because Bradley whooped his ass.
Like, yeah, ripped off half of his arm apparently as well. So I want to see that happen. I want to see that story. That I think they should have done like not even a full like episode. Just do a quick little 5-minute flashback of he was on this mission to go stop Bucky, and they came to blows, and he ripped off half his arm.
There you go. Yeah. And that's why he has a vibranium arm.
Yeah, exactly why, right there.
Yeah. And he said that happened in 54 or whatever. And then
I think they put him in the Korean War, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they said Korean War.
Yeah.
So with that, like, does that mean? Okay, so that means Bucky's got his memories and everything.
He remembers all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's remembering
106.
Because the first episode, I thought he was just getting dreams of certain ones, and then like that he could remember. But it seems like he's remembering everything.
They confirmed it in they confirmed it in Civil War. Remember whenever Iron Man had him in a headlock, and he's like, "Do you even remember their names?" And Bucky was like, "I remember everybody's name."
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah, so,
that's right. Yeah.
So he knows everybody he killed as the Winter Soldier,
and he had a whole list of people.
He had so it's you know, he's got extreme PTSD.
And like another thing, you know, Disney's addressing racism from even in episode 1. You know, Bucky blasting the Asian guy, whatever, and then they
terrible.
Episode 2, the cop stopped Falcon and was like, "Hey, sir," you know, went to Bucky like, "Is he bothering you?" And I was like, "Oh, really?"
Yeah, man.
Right now,
they weren't afraid to go there.
Yeah,
they're down south, so
yeah.
And, you know.
But one flaw though, police don't respond that fast in that neighborhood.
Well, I don't know if anybody called them.
Yeah. Okay. So I watched it again this morning. Or not this
Maybe
morning.
He's still protected. That's why they responded so fast like that.
Oh.
Well, when they're in the street, you can see the cops pull up already. Like they're at a stop sign. And then like they're arguing in the street.
And then the second cop car came behind them.
Oh yeah, well that is
if the government is
like up and ready.
If the government still has their eye on this dude, that'd be something interesting.
So, because they were there like split second right when they walked out that house.
That would be something
clearly
very interesting.
Tracking Sam's phone because that Captain America dropped that same the big three line, and like that's kind of coincidence. Like they literally just said that, and then you drop the same knowledge and said that we're tracking
Oh
you
yeah,
because
But
you
I mean,
have
it's
government tech.
yeah. They were going through Red Wing's. They were going through Red Wing. They hacked into him or whatever, right?
Yeah,
That's what they said.
Oh.
So other big things, because they're just, I feel like this is dropping more characters that are kind of comic
And there's
book
only like
centric.
4 more episodes left.
So we also, within the Flag Smashers, we got Carly Montague, or Mongethu or Mongathau or whatever.
Mine
like
gets
Montego or
Margenthau or whatever. It's that's just the real name of the character Flag Smasher, but his name is Carl instead of Carly.
Yes.
So they just changed, the name. But her and her group, when they're kind of like Robin Hood type of things. So their whole story basically in the show is they liked how everything was happening when the blip happened. Like as
when
soon
there
as
are half the heroes around.
yeah, like everything was different when everybody was gone, and now that the blip has reversed itself and everybody's back, they have this global reparations council who's out there, doing what actually you would normally think it would do. Like they're trying to place people back with their family. If their family moved on. If you've been gone, your Social Security is probably all messed up, so you got to get that all back in order. Like they're helping people that were displaced by the blip, which makes sense.
Yeah.
But they're like, okay, you guys are doing all this stuff for them, but there were already people that needed help now. What happened to you helping them? So they're doing their Robin Hood thing, which noble in their way. And they're hiding out with people that support their cause. And she gets a text message that says, I think it's like, you stole from me. I'm going to find you and kill you.
And it said unknown caller.
So she clearly doesn't have the number saved. Yeah. Oh, it says, I got it here. It says, you took what was mine. I'm going to find you and kill you. So a lot of people, whenever I was looking at videos online, people were like, "Oh, because they stole the supplies and stuff like that, and the medical things from people." I was like, "No, it's because they stole superpowers." Yeah, you stole superpower. You stole fizzy lifting drink from people, and Willy Wonka's coming to kill you.
Well,
that's exactly what's happening.
You heard who they stole from, right?
The power broker or whatever.
Yeah.
And that is a character in Marvel that's actually gone by a couple of different people. But the one that I was able to look up was Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Nice.
Actually, his name is just Curtis Jackson in the, the thing.
Is he bulletproof?
No, he doesn't have any like inherent superpowers. I think he gets upgraded himself. But he, I think he has like the super soldier serum that he kind of sells basically to different customers, and I'm going to guess that they stole some.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What is the street price of this?
Of some
superpowers?
Serum. Is it $1,400?
Terrible. It's not a stimulus check. It's not a stimulus check. Interestingly enough, in the comic books, he's killed by the Punisher. Barenthal coming back in the last episode, put one between his eyes.
Just crosses him off his list and just fucking.
It'll be like a 3-second cameo, just him
jumps in the sewer.
Cross that name off, and he just walks away.
That would be. I would stand up and cheer if it was just a small cameo like that where he snipes him. And then he just crosses his name off, and then you see him walk away. It'd be the most epic thing. It's not going to happen, but it'd be the most epic thing in the whole show.
That would be amazing.
I would absolutely love that. But yeah, the power broker. We're going to get that character in there. We got
Zemo
at the end. They said we got to go see Zemo. He's still in jail. He's got a chessboard because clearly they allow you to play chess in prison
with yourself.
I mean, who else is he gonna play with?
How else are you gonna strategize?
Does he have a celly? I don't know.
But I wonder if he's gonna break out next episode. Like,
or they're gonna break him out.
No, I don't think they'll break
for
him
his
out.
help. He might have a lot of information of where it came from.
Our Falcon already said though that he doesn't want to live his life on the run. You know, when Bucky was like, "Why don't we just take the shield?" And he was like, "We when we did that the first time, or when we broke the law or whatever the first time, we were on the run for 2 years. I'm not trying to live my life like that."
He also said that Sharon Carter became an enemy of the state. Was not enemy of the state. She basically got burned. Is what happened.
She got her burn notice. Oh.
Yeah, she basically got burned. I forgot what his exact words were.
So bad things happen if they take.
Yeah, she became basically wanted, and
so I don't see them breaking him out.
So here's what they need to do. It's an idea from Breaking Bad. Giant magnet.
Terrible.
Get that shield, and they're gone. Nobody knows where it came from.
I thought you were gonna say cook blue meth, but yeah,
I mean,
giant magnet works.
I mean, there's already so many drugs in the show already. Everybody's hopped up on super soldier serum.
Super serum. Oh man.
Well, 7 now. It was 8 till he got blasted.
That was the dumbest thing ever. I'll hold you. Up, right? So the Flag Smashers were trying to escape because the Power Brokers men were on their way there to, kill them. And one dude is like, "I'll hold them off. You guys go." So he runs in front of the cavalcade of vans that are coming up.
Line down.
Pushes one power line down. They all get out the car with guns, and he just rushes them to get riddled with bullets while they fly off. I'm like, you could have pushed down like maybe 2 power lines and then got on the plane with them and bounced out.
No.
How about throw something at them?
Exactly. You
throw a power line at them.
You got so much superpower in you, and you didn't even use any of it.
It doesn't give him super smarts, Aaron.
It clearly does not. It clearly does not.
I didn't think that far.
He got shot quickly, and I was just like, I think they're just going to shoot him, right? And sure enough,
they put him down.
You put him down quickly.
But didn't the guy that Cap shot, wasn't he like, I'm all right? Like, I didn't see any blood. Like, he was bleeding out.
I think I got shot in the shoulder, and you know how action movies are. If you're shot in the shoulder, you're fine. It's a flesh wound, man.
It's Disney.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if like maybe it was like a Luke Cage type super soldier serum where it's just bouncing off of him, fucking bullets bouncing off of him. Or something.
I have no idea. I'm wondering if the guy that got shot, because I don't know who got shot in the shoulder, but if that was the same dude that got shot by all the rest of the bullets. He was like, I mean, if I take one, I can take, a couple more.
275.
Well, if they were bouncing off and stuff, like the next episode, it would be cool to see like them torturing the man, taking his power back and just fucking like torturing him or something.
Oh, like he didn't die, huh? That would be crazy.
Yeah, like they them torturing him, like where the hell are they at? Where are they going with my products?
I know before the show came out, people were like, maybe Zemo is controlling the Flag Smashers with whatever he, whatever ideal, he got. But I don't think now. I think they're just basically some Robin Hoods. They were probably from some poor, area of the world, and they're like, yeah, nah, we need to do what we must to survive, basically, and help all these lower. These lower treated people.
Well, that's how a lot of movements start, and then they get radicalized, and then you know what I mean, and then that's how it just becomes
a terrorist
group, a giant terrorist organization.
Yeah, and I think Disney is starting to do that now, or Marvel's starting to do that now. It's going to be a little better for them to blur the lines of what's a villain, as opposed to just being like, this guy is doing evil stuff, he's a villain. It's easier to just, or it's harder to be like, well, they have a noble cause, maybe they're just going about it the wrong way. So
well, yeah, you shouldn't be hurting and killing people or basically causing harm. You shouldn't be doing any of that.
I think we still in the Marvel universe. I think we just need one real good, like I'm just evil villain. Like
You want
who do we have? Who have we had so far?
that's
Besides
I'm evil.
before after the Red Skull, who do we have? Who did we have? Because we had Iron Man movie.
Well, everybody has a cause, like to do something.
Yeah, everybody has a cause, but
Yeah.
who has chaos? Or I want to
Who
rule
just
the
wants to
world.
cause destruction. Just
Loki's a big chaos person, but
Yeah, but kind of he also was, you know,
kinda went
daddy
through a
issues
yeah,
and then redemption arc. Star-Lord's dad was just lonely. Basically, he just went about it the wrong way.
he wasn't lonely. He slept with the galaxy, apparently.
Yeah, then when he got his son, he wanted to destroy the rest of the
Hey, and
galaxy. Hela was
she wanted her home back.
she
And
did
her
want her home.
throne,
Yeah,
because she technically was the
because daddy
ruler of
threw her in the dungeon, you know.
Odin.
So
Odin's the evil one, apparently.
yeah.
Dormammu.
We never got to see anything
But
for him
you
yet.
really-
Yeah, we didn't see anything. Just he could come and he's like, you know what? I'm here because I lost my sister and I'm
That's
looking for
terrible.
her. She's somewhere on this planet, and I will destroy this
My neighbor
planet to
didn't
find
throw
her.
the ball back when I asked him.
Exactly. So who knows? Yeah.
So destroy the world now.
Who's the Joker of the Marvel universe? Huh? Who's there for pure just chaos?
You honestly don't need a Joker, though.
You don't. I know you don't. But I'm saying, if we keep doing a bunch of blurred the line heroes, and you either get rid of them by killing them or convert them into good guys, you're gonna run out of causes.
No, they just need to bring Null into the world.
There you go.
Carnage would have been a good one because
Carnage. Yeah.
like just pure chaos.
I think you need one of those. At least one of those. You know?
Yeah, I don't know who they could bring, because everybody's got like they're being bad for their reasons they think is right. So like Thanos thought, but he would save the universe by eliminating half of the universe.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like he was on this crusade. Like that was his thing. Who else? Ronan was the same thing. He wanted to conquer the the Nova Corps and all those people. He was doing that. And then for Thanos. Like all those people have those reasons.
So Rachel in chat said that's the thing with Marvel. Their heroes and villains you can relate to. That's their style. That's their style in the movies. But in the comic books, they go a little different way. Like Thanos is drastically different. Drastically different Thanos in the comic books. That's for sure. He was trying to get some from death, and that just wasn't happening.
Deadpool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Deadpool. She was all about that. You have plenty of just bad guys to be bad guys. They had some blended ones back and forth too, but you still have a lot of those that are just like, this guy's just evil. Like,
you think when they introduce Doctor Doom, you think he will be like one of those characters?
Because Doctor Doom,
or does he have?
Because Doctor Doom cares about his country. Latveria is his spot. Like, he rules that, and those people are his people. He doesn't. Okay. He does things for them. Like, you know, that's his control. Like, he might have jealousy, you know, like Reed Richards and stuff like that, but he had it even in the comic books. He had a redemption arc. The Invincible are not the Invincible, but the when he turned into Iron Man. Iron Man died in the comic books, and he was like, the world needs an Iron Man, so I'll be that Iron Man. And he was going around being a superhero as Iron Man. So he's a character I would definitely want to see in the MCU. And they got to do him right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Doctor Doom.
Yeah, he'll be good.
And I want that Esposito guy to play it.
Esposito guy?
He's the Gusta.
Oh, you talking about
Shit. Yeah, that'd be a good
I
choice.
say he'll play a great Doctor Doom. He plays a great villain in general of like
he
everything
is a
he does.
very good villain. Yeah.
I think he's a villain in real life sometimes. Just thinking about
Terrible.
it.
He's
like-
got that swagger about him that's like, you stay the fuck out of his way.
And his voice is when he just says things like, damn, he really means it.
So yeah, this episode was amazing. I don't think we're gonna ever get an episode that isn't. And I think we're gonna, like I was just telling a coworker today, I was like, I don't think any of the episodes are not gonna have like a dope fight scene in it. We only get 6 of them, so yeah, I can fully see them doing 6 dope fight scenes in in the whole thing. It's been action packed. I really love them introducing the Bradley family, and I hope we get more of their kind of backstory, and I hope they don't just leave it as a one-off episode.
Man.
And they were just unexpected, wasn't ready for it. I didn't even really know that they were going to go that route, and
so
it was a good surprise.
I heard rumors they were going to go that route, but then whenever they actually went to his house, and I saw the back of the dude's head, and I was like, it's an old black dude. I was like, that's going to be Isaiah.
Yep.
That's going to be Isaiah.
Oh, you knew. See, I had no idea.
I was like, yeah. The only reason why I knew is because they cast Eli, and they released the information on the kid that was going to play Eli Bradley. So I was like, if they put Eli Bradley in, they're clearly going to show his grandfather and be like, yeah, this was one of the first black Captain America. You're going to be the second Falcon. So let's calm all that noise down.
And that actor that they got, he is the same guy. I'm pretty sure he's the same guy from Supergirl. He plays the Martian Manhunter's dad.
He's just superheroes' dads. That's what he is on his resume. He's like, yep, that's what I do. I'm a superhero dad. That's what I do. Next episode, I don't think they've released the title of it, but they usually don't do that until they come out. But it's going.
Loki next.
I think Loki is next. Yeah, they pushed everything back. So like, what is it? Black Widow. She won't be coming out until what? September, July.
Wait,
because they moved Shang-Chi, right? He's in September now, right?
They moved Shang-Chi?
Yeah.
No, I thought they just changed Black Widows.
Yeah, I thought it was just Black Widows.
They move things around. They
no.
They moved Shang-Chi now, which will be released September 3rd. Black Widow is going to be released, I believe, on Disney Plus and in theaters July 9th. They kind of shuffled things around a little bit. And I'm wondering, did they do that for a story standpoint of like some of these things won't make sense unless we put it in this order. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I have no idea.
So is things just shuffled down or shifted down, or they shuffle it around? So
I think they shifted, okay. Not shuffled, not shifted.
So then what got pushed to next year then?
I don't think anything got pushed next year. I think it's just everything's closer now. You know what I mean? Like they were further apart. The movies were further apart, but now they I think line in closer to the shows. So we'll get Loki as soon as Loki ends. Closer to Black Widow soon as
we'll have some Marvel stuff
because we were supposed to get Black Widow
last year,
2 weeks after this ends.
Yeah, I think.
Now we're not.
But see, Disney is also, they moved everything as well as other Disney properties too. So they weren't just thinking of the Marvel stuff. They moved other Disney stuff as around too. That's going to be on like Disney Plus and in theaters. So. They weren't.
Dang. You got to get that Disney Premiere Pass.
Are you going to dish out the $30 to buy this?
No. I will wait till it comes out for free.
Are you going to
Black Widow?
For Shang-Chi or any of those ones?
Nah, I'm good. I can wait till they come out for free.
Okay. Curious?
If one of you guys wants to buy it and we do a movie night, I'll chip in if that's what everybody wants to do.
$5.
$5.
$5, Buster. So,
All right.
I mean, I'd
It's,
be down for that.
I'm down
So-
for that too.
We'll see when it comes out. But yeah, so next episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier, expect to see Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, everybody, as the power broker. Actually, I wouldn't be mad at that if he did get cast as.
Oh my god!
and
Well,
just
he
comes
does
out-
have a show called Power.
Boom. There you go.
He's the power breaker.
There you
That's
go.
crazy, right?
Yeah.
That's
You can't get any
That's
better than
crazy.
that one. So we got to
Boom.
wrap this up, everybody.
Yeah.
Steven, do you have anything to say before we log off? Since Jerry already blew up the spot.
Oh man, I can't top that. So let's just end
Yep,
this.
let's just end
Let's
it.
do
All
it.
right, then. For the internationally known Steven Gutierrez, the man of a million memes that just blew up the spot, Jerry, I am Sir
Cheers.
Aaron Carter saying that's enough internet for today.